Do you want to know the beauty about sports? You're never fully satisfied. Whether your team goes winless, whether your team takes home the title, you'll always find something to be upset about. And that's why we are forever disappointed.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of FD Forever Disappointed. Today is Friday, July 9th. We are back. I know it's been a minute. I want to take this opening part of the episode to personally apologize. I will explain later, but I am in full vacation mode and I have been a very bad host. So I am punishing myself. Since me and Michael are 50-50 owners and creators of this podcast, Michael now has 50.5% of the company and I have 49.5%.
Nice.
If Michael deems that I have earned it back, he could give it back.
Majority owner right here.
I have failed this podcast, but I will avenge it. I know. I apologize. Like I said, full vacation mode for me right now. I'll explain more later, but let's jump into sports talk. Really give the people what they want. The NBA finals are on their way. Some would say the best time of the year. I saw a stat that this is projected to be the most watched NBA finals in like 15 years.
Well, it's two completely different teams that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Either.
It's the first finals without LeBron, Curry, or Kobe in 15 years.
I'll throw in Wade in there too.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so I'm excited. Game one was pretty good. Giannis looked pretty good. I know he's still not 100%, but he was moving pretty well. Yeah. They gotta find the Suns play small ball, which could work to the Bucks' advantage. If Brook Lopez plays well, I think the Bucks can turn this series around. One game doesn't really mean much, but Chris Paul is on a mission for sure. He's the favorite to win Finals MVP, I think, right now.
And all it took was to play a hurt team every series.
You're an asshole. He got hurt when they were up 3-0 again when he was on the Clippers. He got hurt and they lost.
They were not up 3-0.
They were. They blew the 3-0 lead to the Warriors.
Oh, I thought you meant this year.
No, the Clippers. No, when he played on the Clippers, he got hurt when they were up 3-0 and they lost to the Warriors.
I say 3-1, but
still.
Anyway.
The pendulum swings both ways, my friend.
They would not be in the final. I would say, I mean, I know the viewerships are high, but if it was a regular playoffs, neither the Bucks nor the Suns would be in the finals.
It would be Lakers Nets, right?
I don't know about Nets for sure. I'd probably just say Clippers.
Interesting.
Well, I'd say for sure the Suns could probably beat the healthy Nuggets in 6 or 7. I just don't think they could probably beat a healthy Lakers or healthy Clippers.
Understandable. Hey, but look, this is what we got, and there's no asterisks next to this championship.
If they called the Heat run last year a fluke because of the whole situation, I will throw a fluke to both teams here.
Oh, no throwing flukes, Michael. It's too early, Fetch. It's too early.
It goes both ways.
It's too early for you to be throwing that word out.
You disrespect my team, I'll disrespect yours.
Well, that brings me to a very, I guess, simple question is, are the Nets frauds?
No.
Are the Nets frauds or did they just have bad luck?
They just have bad luck.
Interesting. But yeah, like we said, the finals, big hype. Game 2, we record on Thursday, so game 2 is tonight. We have no idea what's happening.
I will wake up in the morning and figure out who won because I will not be able to watch the whole game.
I'll probably end up watching the whole game. Maybe not. If it gets out of hand like the third quarter, I'll turn it off.
I'll probably be up for the first quarter and then into sleep because of work. So.
Oh yeah, Michael's got early shift tomorrow. Next thing we had, we're gonna give. Ready? Everybody get ready. We're gonna give 10 seconds of congratulations to the Lightning for going back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. Ready? 10 seconds.
Ooh.
All right, that's it. We're back to a We Hate the Fucking Lightning podcast.
I'd still with him. Andre, just shout out to Andre Vasilevsky for.
Yeah, that guy's a wall. The guy's a brick wall.
He's good.
The Lightning, in my opinion, have, since Roberto Luongo has retired, the Lightning have the best goalie in the league. Maybe Jonathan Quick, maybe.
We'll see.
But yes, like we said, kind of congratulations to the Lightning. We still hate you.
Fuck them.
Another thing that happened the other day. The match between the team of Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau. Boo.
As majority owner, I will let Joey take the reins on this one.
And Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson, they played 18 holes in Montana. I think it was Montana. Bryson and Aaron won. Boo. Boo, Bryson DeChambeau. Boo.
Did his caddy quit on here the other day?
Yes, he did. And he got trolled for it. So good for him. But yeah, so they won. I was very upset. I did not want them to win. There were some interesting questions asked throughout the event. Barack Obama was on the broadcast for a little bit.
Nice.
They asked Aaron Rodgers if he was going to be playing for the Packers week 1, and he said, "I don't know."
I think Aaron Rodgers does know. He just wants to keep the fans guessing and wants to fuck with their minds.
Probably.
Regardless if he is in a Packers uniform or not next year.
Yeah, I think we could all agree that if he did know, he definitely wouldn't say it. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. It was a pretty good match. I think they ended up winning by like 2 strokes, but Bryson in that they were playing like in on like a mountain course. So in that elevation, a guy like Bryson DeChambeau, who like he drives the ball like 350 yards normally. In that kind of elevation, he hits the ball like 380, 390. So like he was just absolutely just like obliterating the ball.
How that match works, is it like both players from each team hit in the same hole, or it's like Bryson takes hole 1 and
so what it's called a scramble. So what happens is everybody drives. Both players on both teams drive off the tee. Then they pick the best drive, and it goes alternating shot from there. So let's say that Aaron Rodgers and Bryson choose Bryson's drive because it's probably better. Then Aaron will hit that ball wherever it landed, and he'll try to hit it to the green. He'll get it to the green, and then Bryson will putt, so on and so forth.
Gotcha. So basically, they just use Bryson's drives the entire hole, like the entire match.
I didn't watch the last like 6 holes, but according to my dad, towards the end, Aaron Rodgers started crushing the ball, and they were taking his balls because they were like they were in like a more advantageous position in the fairway and stuff. But I mean, yeah, these guys Bryson DeChambeau is like a top 10 golfer in the world. So I mean, yes, the majority of the time they're going to use his drives. I know Brady on a par 3 put one like 3 feet from the hole.
On a drive?
It's a par 3, so it's only 180 yards, but he put it like 3 feet from the hole. It was pretty impressive.
Wow. Damn.
Phil Mickelson was really funny because like I guess he does like video teachings and stuff like that. So the whole time he was playing, like everybody has headphones on so they could talk to the players and stuff. So Phil was like, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit it here. Hope it bounces back off of this. And then it'll be within 3 to 6 feet of the hole. And he did it, and he did it like he did that like twice. He did it once on a chip, and he did it once on a drive on a par 3. He was like, "Yeah, I hit with a lot of backspin, so I'm gonna try and hit that lip on the back and have it roll back down the hill towards the hole. Hopefully, get it within like 5 feet of the hole." And then like you do it, and you were like, "Jesus, he just told us exactly what he was gonna do."
He's Phil Mickelson.
It's like when Larry Bird said, "I'm gonna dribble down to that spot and shoot and make it." It's like, damn, respect the greatness in front of you.
Like when he said who's winning second in the 3-point contest.
That's true. But yeah, so the match, that was fun to watch. It's entertaining to me because like it's golf, but it's like golf with fun.
It goes to charity, right? All the money, like
I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
They had a closest to the hole challenge. If you hold it in, 5 million donation. If you got it within 2 feet of the hole, 500K. And if you got it within 4 feet of the hole, 250K. And I think Mickelson and Brady, or no, it might have been Brady and DeChambeau both got within 4 feet, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Good for them.
Yeah. The next thing we had for sports talk was your area, Mr. Majority Owner of UFC 263.
UFC 264.
264. I was off by 1 number. So take it away, Majority Owner.
Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. This Saturday.
Oh, boo, Jacksonville. Come on.
Main card starts at 10 p.m. First main fight is Sugar Sean O'Malley. He's fighting Chris Mutino. I forgot who he was supposed to fight, but he backed out, I think, because of injury. So Chris Mutino, who is making his UFC debut, is going to be on the main card versus Sean O'Malley. Then we
Yeah,
have a
go Chris Machino.
then we have a women's bantamweight between Irene Aldana and Yana Kunitsakaya. I think that's how you say it.
She
Followed
Russian?
by yes,
She wrestles polar bears for fun.
followed by men's heavyweight of Tai Tuivasa versus Greg Hardy. Then we go to the co-main welterweight title or welterweight bout between Gilbert Burns and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, headlined by the main event of the lightweight of the trilogy between Dustin the Diamond Poirier and the notorious Conor McGregor.
Okay, I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you here. I really only care about one fight.
Which is a Conor and Poirier fight.
Yeah, so I might not be watching that.
It's a good card. Conor versus Poirier, obviously the headline. Steven and Gilbert, both good fighters. And then obviously Sugar Sean O'Malley. He's someone who's been on the hot reel lately. He has one loss, but he was injured. He got injured during the fight. The ref didn't call it, so he ended up losing that fight. But
Oh wow.
he's someone who's won. Well, he's 13-1, so he's obviously won before. But I don't think he's faced that many top or ranked fighters. So hopefully he can get a. Hopefully he wins this fight pretty convincingly, and he starts his way through ranked fighters, and then eventually up to a title fight. So
Nice. Good for him.
yep, that's the UFC 264 preview on pay-per-view only. Unfortunately, I will not watch
Yeah, Mike's got early work a lot, so
on Sunday, so I cannot watch the fight. I will wake up and find out who wins.
let's say you'll wake up at 6 a.m. and or at 5 a.m. when you gotta go in at 6 to find out who won. So
Honestly, if the fight's still on at that time, I will probably buy the $60 just to watch the final fight.
you're hilarious. Yeah, did you have anything else for sports talk that you wanted to talk about?
The only thing left about was that the NCAA finally allowed college athletes to get paid.
Yes, that's right. And NIL has been approved. Everybody's starting to get paid now. So when you see those athletes rolling around in the Mercedes and like the tricked out trucks and shit, now you can't say, "Oh, the school probably bought that shit for them." Nah, they bought it themselves.
It's crazy. It was day one, and everyone's out here. Everyone's already out there getting signed.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler signed with Canes. You told me somebody else signed with something, didn't you, yesterday?
It wasn't me. It might have been PJ or Nick.
I can't remember what it was. Yeah, but I know Barstool signed a basketball player from like Creighton or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, American Top Team, a MMA fighting team down here. They gave they signed all 64, I believe, or every Miami Hurricanes player that is on a scholarship. They
And
signed
it's like
everyone.
$500 a month or something like that, right?
Yeah, it came out to like a $6,000 deal or some shit like that.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all these were already done before the NIL, and then as soon as the NIL became official, then they decided to go on with it and promote it.
Yeah. The NCAA, I think, realized that they didn't really have a choice.
No. Do you think they allow Reggie Bush to give his Heisman?
They should.
Do you think they will?
No, because they're mean.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I had to talk about was Derek Carr. The other day, they asked him about Devontae Adams being a free agent in 2022 because they played college together at Fresno State. And he said, "I will go out and buy that man a car. I will literally do whatever it takes to get him to come to Vegas." So shout out to Derek for taking one for the team there.
Did you hear about Derek Carr too? When they started rolling around like last week or so with those Brady quotes from his HBO special or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things he was talking about was like he had like a meeting with the team, and they told him no, that we'd rather stick with this guy. And Brady said, "Oh, if you rather stick with that guy, like you guys are fucking idiots." And reports are that it was the Raiders, and out saying they'd rather stick with Derek Carr rather than Tom Brady.
Damn. I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I like Derek. Derek's my quarterback. Obviously, Tom Brady's the GOAT, but Derek's my guy.
You know, Super Bowl quarterback no more.
You leave Derek alone.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, with that, I'll let you go ahead first with your player of the week.
My player of the week. My honorable mention is myself once again, but not real life myself. My 2K, my career version. This happened about 2 weeks ago, and now we're finally able to talk about it. I have 2 records. Well, last time we talked, I broke the record for most threes in a game. Then the
I can't
next
believe
day,
you actually picked yourself.
the next day I went on and broke that record, and in the process, I broke the game because it crashed on me. So then I called Joey. He didn't believe it, so I said I would do it
No,
again.
I never said I didn't believe it. I said it didn't count because there's
No,
no record.
Joey didn't believe it. He said, "Oh, was anyone there to watch it?" I said, "No." He goes, "Oh, what a coincidence! Someone watched it break a
I
record."
didn't say I didn't believe it. I just said that sounds like a coincidence.
So he challenged me, and I broke it again. Matthew was there to watch it, and I sent the picture to Joey. My guy hit 22 threes that game, so I broke the record. And then a couple games later, I went on and broke the record for most points in a single game with 110 versus the New York Knicks.
You're a ball hog.
Honorable mention. No, that I had like 6 assists that game, so that was honorable mention. Actual player of the week is DeAndre Ayton, center for the Phoenix Suns. His last 4 games, 22 points, 19 rebounds, 16 points, 17 rebounds, 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 19 points and 22 rebounds. Obviously, Chris Paul is doing him wonders, and DeAndre is getting all the shine he needs to. Or DeAndre's getting all the play he needs to shine out right now in these playoffs.
It's true. Chris Paul is a kingmaker.
Yeah.
That guy could pass. That guy could pass to a guy with no arms.
That's true. Throw it at his feet.
Very, very nice, very nice. My player of the week is going to go to Shohei Ohtani. 2 reasons. One, he was selected to the All-Star game as both a DH and a pitcher. He's the first person to ever do that. Nobody's ever been drafted to the All-Star game as a position player and a pitcher. So he's already changing the game. And he also the other day broke Hideki Matsui's record for most home runs in a single season by a Japanese player with 33.
Nice. I thought Hideki was a pitcher.
No, Hideki was a right fielder.
Oh, I must be thinking of someone else. I must be thinking of the Red Sox.
Yeah. Yeah, he was Hideki too. He was Hideki Okajima.
That's what it was.
Yeah, Matsui played for the Yankees.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was confused there for a second.
But yes, mad respect to Shohei Ohtani. The guy's killing it.
He's good. Did you see that video the other day that showed up of him hitting a ball back in Japan and it went through the arena?
No, I didn't.
It was a dome, and then the ball apparently went through the. I don't know if the video is fake or not, if it was edited, but from the video, they pitched to him. He hit a home run.
And it went through the dome.
Went through the dome roof.
I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy.
I'm not saying I believe it, so I'm just saying if it is true, then I believe it. But for now, it's still nice to see that. I don't know. It's weird.
But yeah. So with that, I guess I'll just keep going since it's still my turn. I'll jump into my highs and lows. First low, I mentioned this before. It is myself. I'm a bad host. I have put getting drunk and having fun over my podcast duties. Who can blame me?
Joey's on the hot seat right now.
Who can blame me? None of you can blame me. You're all degenerates just like me. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's my bad. So that out of the way. My second low is work. It's not hard. It's just long and boring.
You're doing it at home?
Yeah, but it's like repetitive, and I'm just doing the same thing for like 6 hours. I'm like, I want to kill myself.
Are you telling me?
And the worst part is like I'm not getting paid. So like that's like in the back of my head. I'm just sitting there on the computer, staring at the computer for all day. Oh, not getting paid for none of this.
Nope. It's a waste
But
of time.
whatever. And then my last low is my sleep schedule is back to shit. All of this partying and debauchery that I have been engaging in has driven my sleep schedule to nothingness. Very sad. Yeah, I know. I'm having trouble waking up at like 9 a.m. I just don't want to move.
I feel that.
But my highs, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I am in vacation mode. What I mean by vacation mode is, so about a week and a half ago, it'll be 2 weeks ago. Oh no, it's 2 weeks ago today. 2 weeks ago today, I went to Port St. Lucie for Steven's birthday. We were there for 3 days. We went out on a boat. We went to the beach. We got drunk. We had a lot of fun. We stayed at a house there. And then last week on Thursday, I left to Tallahassee for the 4th of July week. I was there in Tallahassee for 3 days. No, 4 days. We went out like every night. We had a great time. And then now this Sunday, I am leaving for Bimini from Sunday to Wednesday. So I'll be in Bimini for 4 days, drinking, gambling, getting a tan. Hey, so I'm in full vacation mode right now. That's basically what I'm saying.
You better make some money off those gambles, Joey.
I'm gonna try really hard.
What do you get bet
I
on?
made money last time, so I'll
Gambling
take
like casino or sports betting gambling.
no casino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play blackjack.
Oh, good luck.
I'm not gonna say I'm pretty good at it, but I've done well when I played. So, and then my second high, it seems as though COVID is starting to disappear. I walked into Publix today and there was no signs saying anything about vaccines or masks or anything. So the illusion of COVID is slowly disappearing.
I mean, they've never had that like for the past couple for a while already.
No, like last week I saw a sign up at Publix that said, if you are non-vaccinated, we highly recommend you wear a mask or whatever like that. And like today I didn't see anything.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Which works
Well,
for me.
there's a new variant out there.
Whatever. Not scared. And then my last high is I'm gonna take my headphones off so you guys can see. I got a haircut, the fade, my little ponytail in the back. Looks the same in the back. So yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll let you take the reins there, majority owner.
Thank you. So I have one high or one low, and two other lows also coincide with a high. So my first low, that's just a straight low. St. Louis sucks. It's a bad season. Unless they can turn around, just toss it up and let's start working to the off season. My next low was that this past week when I was working, it was BOGO watermelons. So at Publix, I am a fruit cutter.
Every time I've talked to him, by the way, he has somehow managed to complain about having to cut fruit. Go ahead.
I don't complain about cutting fruit. It just
That's exactly what you do.
The BOGO watermelons was buy one bowl of watermelon chunks to get the other one free, and because of that, I have to make a lot of watermelon chunks per day, just to keep up with the high orders. So that it wasn't pretty. It was definitely rough. It was boring after a while, just having to sit and cut through the same fruit. But my high is that it's over, so we won't have to worry about cutting up too many watermelons now. My next low is that my old speaker, which I had since I think like freshman year of high school, finally died out on me the other day, or yesterday actually.
Did it die while you were in the shower?
No, it died when I was on the way to your house because I drove in the Aspen, which doesn't have Bluetooth or aux. So I put my speaker on so I can listen to my music, but it wouldn't turn on. So I had to play music through my phone. And then on the way home, I went, which is my next high, and I bought a new speaker, JBL, which is fantastic. I love it already, and it wasn't even $100.
I did that one in high school when I had to drive my dad's truck. I had my speaker in the cup holder with the aux cord connected to my phone.
Yeah, no, it comes in clutch.
My friends would like hop in the car after school or before school, and they'd be like, "How do you play music?" And I plug in my phone and start playing music to the speaker, and they were like, "It's not that bad."
You see the speaker right here? This is what it does. I have seen though where like those old cars that don't have that, like those old electric ports or like the tube that you put it in.
Yeah.
They sell like transmission or transmitters.
Yeah.
Plugging in like that, and you find like a empty station.
Yeah, Cam had that in his old in his Lexus.
Yeah, you just find it. It's Bluetooth. So for those who don't know, you plug it into those old like AV ports or whatever, or not AV, but those old electric ports to charge your shit. And then you go to an empty station in your area that doesn't play any music or radio, just plays static. Then you connect your phone to Bluetooth and your phone to the transmitter Bluetooth, and then you play your music and it plays through the radio.
Yep. So. And it pairs like right when you get in the car, or right when you turn the car on.
Yeah.
Waiting for paired.
I think
exactly what it sounds like.
it's only like 20-25 bucks for one cell.
Yeah.
If you have an old car and you want to listen to your music without a speaker or just play through your phone, you can get a transmitter.
And if you go out and buy it because we told you to, you owe us 10%.
Fair enough. My other high, payday. Every week we get paid at Public, so
Every week's a payday.
every week is a payday. My next high is that I got accepted for an internship in the fall with Brooks Rehabilitation, so I will have my own internship just like Joey.
Whoop whoop, free labor. Whoop whoop, free labor. Whoop whoop, free labor.
Yeah. Oh well. It is with a rehab facility, so it's something like what I want to do when I get older. So it's gonna be nice. And then my last high, which will go into one of our segments today, is that I got to play basketball yesterday, or we all did.
We all did. I wanted to say one more thing before we jump into that next segment. Michael, if you want me to put money down for you on a color in the casino, just send me money and I'll put it on the color. It has to be, I think, at least $10 though.
I was gonna say I can send you 10 on red and 10 on black, and then
You won't win it, but then it'll be the same.
well, no, like, I'll send one bet to do 10 on red and another bet to do 10 on black.
Oh, okay.
If you work at a casino, you didn't hear this, by the way.
You heard nothing.
All right.
Yes. So like Michael said yesterday, this is our first segment, a little recap of yesterday's 3-game series of basketball. We got some nice little 3-on-3s going yesterday. It was me, Michael, our childhood friend Kenny, who we will be hopefully bringing on the podcast soon. He said that he wants to come on, so hopefully me and Michael can bring him on soon.
He listens to the show.
And he's also a D1 college athlete. So, boom, sports. My cousins PJ and Nick came, and my dad played. So we had 3-on-3s. It was me, Michael, and Kenny versus my 2 cousins and my dad. Pretty much how I would describe this game is my cousin PJ is really good. So we put Michael on him because Michael's our best defender. And then
because I'm the best player in our team too.
We'll let him think that. We're not gonna give him that satisfaction and majority owner satisfaction in one day.
Majority owner rules. Majority owner says I am the best player.
All right, you only get one of those per episode. Okay, that's how this 0.5% is gonna work. You get one majority rules per episode.
All right.
Agreed?
Okay.
All right. So Michael is apparently the best player on our team. So we put him on PJ, but that left Michael pretty tired. So that left me with the job of doing all the scoring.
In game 2.
In game 1, you didn't really make anything till the end of the game. You were airballing everything in game 1.
I had early buckets. It's that one corner 3 where I can just overshoot it for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me on that one side of the.
You might. All right. I will say we had. I think you had like 4 points in the first game.
That's pretty good for an 11-point game.
Yeah, but I had 7.
I can't count the points now that I think.
I definitely had 7 in the second game because so we won the first game. It was like 4-1, and then we went on like a tear, and then ended up winning like 11-6 or something like that. Second game, Michael was obviously very winded from having to cover PJ, so I took the initiative and just started shooting. The second game, we went up 7-1. Up 7-1. Yeah, second game we went up 7-1. And 7-1, and then they made it 7-4, and then we took a water break, and Michael was sitting there, and I kind of shuffled over towards Michael, and while he was sitting there, kind of talked to him and said, "Buddy, I have all 7 points. Can I get some help?" And then he hit 2 twos, and we won the game. So I guess he may actually be the best player.
In all this, Joey forgets to mention that yes, I guarded PJ, who's their best player on offense, which makes me very winded. But PJ is also the best player probably on the court. So he's a better defender, which makes me work hard for my points. Well, in no disrespect to Coach at all, because Coach is a legend, he is guarding Joey. So Joey has a much easier chance to score than I will because of who's defending both of us.
You're just mad because I was filling it up.
Joey forgets to mention the key points here.
Mike was mad because I was getting buckets. I've never seen the best player on a team get mad because his other teammates are getting buckets.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying Joey forgets to leave out key points in that he had 7 because yes, he had.
And I think we lost. We lost the third game. We lost like pretty badly. It was like 11-6. We were exhausted by the third game.
I think we got up to 9.
Did
10.
we? Oh yeah, we came back. You're right. We got up to 10.
We got up to 9 because I was trying to.
We were trying to tie it. Yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was 10-9 then.
Something like that. I think they're.
Yeah, we were pretty tired and we lost the ball like really badly. Like we were down like 10-6. We scored 3 in a row and then we lost the ball. We never got it back.
No.
But yes, that basketball game was very, very fun. I had a great time, personally.
I enjoyed it too.
Those 11-point games were pretty good too. We're all very fat though. Michael stopped doing cardio. I started eating more. PJ's put on muscle and he says that he's never played basketball when he's weighed 190 pounds. So Nick is all Nick's bad. The only person who didn't look winded was Kenny.
Yeah, because Kenny's just Kenny.
Because Kenny's a college athlete.
Yeah.
He does this shit for a living. We gotta get Kenny an endorsement deal.
Okay.
It's his senior year. We gotta get him some cash.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring him on and we're gonna talk to him about possible future investments. Write that down. Write that down.
Possible future investments. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
write that down. Perfect. But with that, do you want to go ahead and introduce our next and final segment for this episode?
We're going to go into TV and movie talk, which we'll be discussing. At least I will be discussing Loki. I know we will be discussing Rick and Morty.
Wait, so you've watched Loki?
Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, I think you told me you hadn't watched it yet.
No, I've seen all the episodes except the one that came out this.
Oh, okay. Don't spoil anything. I'm letting them all come out and then I'm gonna watch them all at once.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about Black Widow that's coming out technically today, in air quotes around today. It's coming out on Friday the 9th in theaters. So another, kind of COVID disappearing. Movie theaters are back. Boom. Rick and Morty, the first 3 episodes have dropped so far. I'll give you a little insight to that. And I had one more TV show I wanted to talk about that I just finished watching. But I will let you go first and say what you have to say about Loki. I've heard many good things about it.
It is a very good show, actually. It's very it's interesting. Just to give you basically, since Joey hasn't watched it, I won't go too in depth into it. But it basically is that it kicks off from Avengers in Endgame when they go back in time to
and Loki he goes through with the space stone.
With the Tesseract, Loki goes into a different to a different location.
And he gets caught.
He gets caught by what is the TVA, the Time Variance Authority, and they're basically like these army that follows under the 3 timekeepers who correct the flow of time to make sure everything goes well. And then anytime anyone goes out of their way that disrupts the time flow that could potentially cause harm,
they pull them out.
The TVA pulls them out, and then they like either reset them or kill them. I still haven't figured that part out yet.
I'm pretty sure they kill him.
Yeah, I think so. But
pretty fucked up.
They found Loki, but instead of killing him, they use him to find this grand leader that is this grand variant that tries to that's been hopping in and out of different other times periods so they can try to catch him because it is. Well,
do they have an idea of who they think it is?
Oh yeah, it's already. I haven't seen the last episodes. I think I've seen the first 4 or 5. I can't remember. But yeah, they've already shown it. Like that person's in the show already.
Okay, cool. All right, good to know.
It's pretty good so far. A lot of action.
Interesting. Marvel doing their thing.
After I saw the last episode, I still have to watch this new one, but it was a very good twist towards the last episode. So
cool.
I'm excited to watch this last week's episode and then obviously the new one that comes out next week. If there is, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, typical Marvel doing their thing. Speaking of Marvel doing their thing, Black Widow coming out on Friday the 9th. Hey, look, they've been like holding this movie like in like a vault for like a year now.
Been a while.
they finally brought it back out for the theaters. So I'm happy. I'm probably won't watch it the day that it comes out, but I'll end up watching it probably like next week in the theaters. I like that movie a lot. Mike, if you want to come watch it with me, you can.
Was it that was supposed to come out last year and then COVID?
Yes, and they didn't want to put it on Disney Plus.
Got you. Okay.
Because they thought it could make more money in the box office, which probably can, honestly. But yeah, so I like that movie. First of all, everybody knows Scarlett Johansson's gorgeous. Second of all, I like the premise of the movie looks good, so I'm excited for it. Rick and Morty, we can actually talk about since both of us have seen it. So if you watch Rick and Morty and you haven't seen all the episodes, stop listening right now. Like, come back in like 10 minutes. And if we're still talking about it, just keep going. But with that being said, Michael, I think we can both agree that Rick and Morty came out swinging with the first episode.
That first episode was a top in my list of Rick and Morty episodes. It was a top episode.
That first episode was pure animated gold. Like the portal with the time, that was beautiful. The fact that Morty finally had a chance with Jessica and Rick was fucking it up, that's perfect. That guy has cool powers and Rick kind of like deals with him, that's cool too.
I feel like in the episodes, like they try to make the Morty thing like a side.
Yes.
But I think it ended up becoming like the main plot. Like if you really watch it, it's more of a main.
You really cared more about what was going on with Morty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. And like the civilization kept getting better and better. It was great. I thought it was funny. It was a little gory. Rick didn't give a shit. Jessica ended up becoming like an all-powerful like time being. So fuck Morty, I guess. But that was funny.
The progression in that civilization from 10 seconds was just
pure. Yeah, but it was like 50 years for them.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so that was kind of crazy. My favorite one was the when Morty went back the second time and the old man was waiting for him there trying to fucking kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shit.
The old man's kids were there and they saw him.
Yeah, because he walked through the portal and his wife died, right?
Yeah.
What a fucking asshole. Yes, so that was great. And then the second episode comes around, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I really like, as far as like, to me, in my opinion, all Rick and Morty episodes are like a tier above most normal shows, just because Rick and Morty is just a very well written show.
Mm-hmm.
But that second episode is like the bottom tier of the Rick and Morty episodes.
I was gonna say I wasn't a fan of it, but I think it followed like a very Rick and Morty like.
Yeah, the whole decoys thing, it was good. It was one of those mind fuck episodes where you don't know what to follow and you don't really know what's going on until the very end, which is fine. I didn't really like the whole decoy thing.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I didn't know who was who.
Until the end of the episode.
Yeah, but I guess whatever. And then the third episode, this is where me and Michael disagree. The third episode, I think, is better than the second episode. Michael thinks it's worse.
I do.
So go ahead, Michael. Explain what happens in the third episode. Explain what you don't like about the third episode.
It just wasn't like, towards the end of it, it just didn't have that Rick and Morty vibe to it. Like, I don't take Rick and Morty as a serious show, and they try to make it serious there at the end. It was just very weird. So
what happens is Summer and Rick go on a 3-day bender where they go to 3 different worlds who are about to have like apocalyptic things, and Rick goes because he's Rick, and Summer's going because she just broke up with her boyfriend, I guess, and she's trying to get over him. So when they get there, Rick says that there's like 3 rules: no attachments, no taking anybody with you, and something else. Rick breaks like all 3 rules on the first planet. He ends up bringing a girl with him to all 3 planets. Summer's done with his bullshit. She stops the apocalypse on the 3rd planet. And then Rick realizes that the girl was only with him because that meant she would stay alive. And once she realized the apocalypse was over, she left. And Rick was like, damn, that sucks. But he thanks Summer at the end of it for doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. And then the whole time Morty is dating like a superhero called Planetina, and he ends up killing like 5 people I guess, or 5 or like 10, like somewhere between 5 and 10 people. And then
That
he
was a
starts.
very badass scene. I will say it
That
was
was a
very
good scene. And then he starts dating the girl, the superhero. Then the superhero goes crazy, and then Morty dumps her, and then he starts crying at the end. That's where the episode kind of fell off for me.
yeah, exactly. It
I
just
kind
like
of
it
felt
took
like if Planetina would have like if Morty would have like destroyed her with the rings or some shit like that, that would have been cool. But like
I
she
think
just left.
it went very inconsistent in that
Yeah,
episode.
she just left. That's kind of where they lost me there.
Who knows? Maybe she comes back in another episode or something since she didn't die.
Maybe. But yeah, so the first 3 episodes of Rick and Morty were I'm gonna give the first episode a 10 out of 10. We give the second episode a 5.
It's not 5 or 6, somewhere around there.
We'll give it a 6.
Five,
Michael, you want to go 5.5?
5.5. We'll meet
Okay,
halfway. I already used my one majority rules of this episode. So
five and a half. We'll meet halfway. So 5.5 on the second one. Third one, Michael, what score are you giving it?
I would give it a 4 just because I'm not going to give it.
I'm gonna give it a 6. I think it was worth the 6 because of the badass Morty scene. So we had to give that a 6. So that's 21.5 out of 30. They are 72%
Okay.
on the FND Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. Fair enough.
Pick it up, Rick and Morty. We want bees.
I think from the trailer of the next week's episode, it looks like it'll be back to the typical like.
Oh, I didn't see it. What did it look like?
It was that Morty was in his mom's vet hospital, and then it was he saw this machine with like a little like suction cup thing, and like it kept pumping in and out, and then he asked his mom what that is, and she says, "Oh, they use that for like the horses to collect reproductive."
Oh, so he puts his dick in there.
So he just kept staring at it real hard.
Oh, Jesus.
And that was the end of the trailer. So.
Oh, yeah. So next week will be a good episode then.
It looks like a good episode from the first or from the trailer.
Cool. Did you have any other TV/movie you wanted to talk about for this segment?
Not that I can think of.
I only had one more thing, so I was gonna let you go, and then I would have done my thing last.
Yeah, no, I didn't think of anything, so it's all
good. Okay, so I just wanted to make like a quick little shout out to this show that I just finished watching called The Last Kingdom. It's on Netflix. It's about like the kingdoms in England fighting off Viking invaders, basically. But there's a king in England, but the general of his army is this kid. Well, in the show he's a grown up, but as a kid he was the lord of a fort in England, but he was stolen from his family and raised as a Viking. And then he returns to England to claim like his natural lordship, so he becomes the general of the king's army, and like it's pretty badass show. But I just finished watching like all 4 seasons. It's like 4 seasons, 10 episodes a season. But I just finished watching it. It was really good.
So how many minutes per episode?
Like 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good though. Like it's really enjoyable. You don't really know what's like shit happens and you're like, oh fuck, didn't see that coming. But yeah, so I just wanted to throw a quick little shout out there. That's my little suggestion for this episode. Go watch The Last Kingdom.
Word. Speaking of TV movies, the other day I saw on Twitter where like this big thing was that people were trying to name 5 movies that they've seen at least 10 times.
Dodgeball, Benchwarmers, Bad News Bears, Deadpool. There's another easy one there. One more. I'm thinking. I would probably say Iron? No, Thor. The first Thor movie I've probably seen 10 times.
Fair enough.
If not the first one, the third one for sure. I thought Ragnarok was hilarious.
I was gonna say you've seen the first one more than Ragnarok.
No, Ragnarok's fucking hilarious.
It is. It's a very good one.
Do you have 5 movies that you've seen more than 10 times?
Definitely.
I've seen This Is the End. I've seen This Is the End at least 20 times.
Dodgeball for sure. Let's see. I was running through some Adam Sandler movies or Will Ferrell movies.
Waterboy.
Waterboy, Happy Gilmore. I'll throw Happy Gilmore in there.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I said Dodgeball, Happy Gilmore, The Watch.
Nice. I don't think I've seen the watch 10 times. I've seen the watch a couple times, but I don't think I've seen it 10 times.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it at least 10 times. I don't know which one, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a Star Wars movie at least 10 times, so I'll throw one in there. And then the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Solid. Look at us.
There definitely are more movies that we've seen at least 10 times, but
Oh, for sure. Just that was just I did 4 right off the top of my head.
Talladega
Nights. I was literally about to say Talladega Nights. I've seen 45 times.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with all of that being said, I hope you guys are just as disappointed in the fact that the Lightning won again as we are.
If not more.
And like we said, my bad. I'm in full vacation mode. It's my bad, but we're back. So we hope you guys enjoy this episode.
Take care, guys.